Hello guys and welcome back to, well, this RollerCoaster Tycoon World videos. So today we're going to go through the gameplay trailer and then I'm going to do a review on it at the end. But we'll come to that at the end. I know the reviews have been mixed, but we'll come to that later. So let's go through the trailer. So first of all, you get this really nice live actiony bit. Carrying on from the teaser trailer, of course, and all that thing, but then we fade into the gameplay and oh my god, does it look bad. So the graphics look terrible, period. Also, look at the roller coaster. I mean, what the hell? It looks so horrible. Ugh. I mean, it looks so much like RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, and that's kind of bad. Also, we can see a wagon wheel Ferris wheel here. We'll probably see this a couple more times. We can see this really weird canyon rock thing as well. Look at the lift chain, though. That it's not even moving. It's like really badly textured. It just doesn't look nice. Here we can see quite a number of things. This scene actually gives a load away. So first of all, we can see the ride we're just on. Second of all, we can see quite a number of attractions. We can see this radar spacey dish swirly ride thing. I guess the ride spins around in the middle, around the dish. There's a Ferris wheel in the background. There's a lot of scenery items. There's what I think is a pirate ship in the background, but I can't really tell at the moment. There's a circus over there as well. There's some sort of generic building there. I think that's a restaurant, though, from watching this trailer a couple of times. But look at the entrance here. It's got exactly the same sign from RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. In fact, watching this trailer a couple of times, I noticed a lot of similarities from that game. But in the front, we now see the monorail coming in. And it's really badly textured. Look at that. That is a bit bad. So's the station, for that matter. Bad texturing. Now we come to like the entrance plaza thing. There's a couple of statues here from the mascots in the game, the new mascots. There's the bird over there. I can't remember who that is. Crocodile guy and the raccoon guy. These actually now look like eating places. There's two of them exactly the same. GG. There's a couple of plants and water features around here. In terms of scenery, it looks okay. But look, the paths are very square. Oh dear. I thought we got rid of squares for 3D. Also, look at the peeps. They look terrible. They don't look very different from RCT3. Maybe a slight upgrade. But that's it. That's kind of bad. Like, really bad. Should probably spend more money on this game. Here we also see the roller coaster coming down here again. We see this ride again. We'll see at the end what this ride is. There's a pirate flag over there, confirming my suspicions of a pirate ship. We also see that the peeps follow the path, like they just cut round corners. It's not even smooth like it was. I mean, it was slightly smooth before. There's also a shipwreck over there. Not shipwreck, a plane wreck over there. We'll see that a little bit more in detail in a bit. Here, it looks like we can now place scenery objects on water, or the specific scenery objects on water. That looks really cool. Here's the burning barn ride again that we saw from the screenshot before, which looks, I guess, okay. There's a moon, what looks to be a planet, and rocks surrounding it. It looks like Saturn, actually, but we'll come back to that. We see that in detail in a little bit. Moving on, look at this. We see over here, that is in fact the teacups ride. We'll see that slightly better in a second. But whilst we're here, look at the entrance and exits. There's no queues, and they look exactly the same as they did before. In fact, maybe slightly worse. It doesn't look like they've taken the time to upgrade much in this game, and it's quite shocking, to be honest. We see here, there is terrain editing, but it looks terrible, if this is anything to go by, to be perfectly honest. We also see here there is a bird ride. This looks pretty cool. The birds are gliding through the sky, you fly around on them. That motion blur is a bit terrible, but we'll forgive them for that. This looks really cool. Some sort of spaceship ride where the peep sits here and they ride on it and like it flies around. That looks pretty cool. Interestingly though, look, it looks like the peep's gone through the ride. This was a glitch that happened in RCT3 as well. Also, look, the Ferris wheel hasn't been connected to the path. There's a weird path going to this ride, and it's not even connected in texture. And there's a weird shop in the middle of nowhere over there. Wow. Good park design, guys. Here we just get a little bit of an overview of the park. Graphics look terrible again. There's the burning barn ride. A couple of rides. There's a circus over there, interestingly. We see the double teacups here. In a slightly better position. Wow, that is quite laggy actually. We see quite laggily here, a pirate ship has been put up. That looks like it's the puts up animation, like placing a ride animation, and it looks horrible and laggy. What the hell? It looks like, however, this ride, you get on there and it swivels up and down the ship. Okay. Space donuts. Yeah. Also, look, sci-fi scenery. Look, it looks like the mascot's floating on a hologram here. I guess that looks pretty cool. Some space plants in a tank here. And there's, of course, that planet ride again. I'd guess that is an observatory. But as a guess, I can't actually see it properly. There's some sort of space ride there. Now, it looks like vending, like fast food stores are back, but look, they have to walk off the paths to get to them. There's toilets, look like bamboo ones, t-shirts. Looks like all the old stores are back. And look, mascot theming again, which looks pretty cool. This random shop from the middle of nowhere is back again, but with more shops. Look, this guy, look, he's just on a chair and he's slowly rising up. What's going on? Another shot of the roller coaster here, and this shot actually kind of shows that the roller coasters, how the roller coasters are created with the new spleen system. And it does look really cool. Down here we see a city as well, with King Kong over there with his crown, just in case the King Kong reference wasn't clear enough for anyone. Also, there's the chainsaw ride from RCT3 in the background, looking as good as ever. There's the original ride that we saw before over there. Now we come back to our plane wreck and an overview of the park we've just been in, including the spaceship when it's landed. Looks pretty cool. Look at this though. There's arrows pointing upwards. And look, I mean, what the hell? This ride looks pretty cool, but the motion blur is a bit terrible. If we stop this here, though, you can see from the track that this has been created by dragging and dropping, which is exactly what you can do now, which looks, I guess, cool. It should allow for better coasters, I guess. Also down here we can see the first restaurant they ever showed us, looking really good in the park. Also look at the monorail. It veers off slightly to the left over here, so it looks like all the parks aren't visible. They like go through the trees. All the different sections of the parks are not necessarily visible from one park. I mean, we haven't actually seen any other parks, so we can't work this out for sure. The motion blur is a bit awful, but it's lagging again. However, it's okay, I guess. We're going underneath that plane. We cut to another live action scene, which looks pretty cool. And then we reveal at the end that people's wishes of killing Peeps again, i.e. death to Peeps, is back. But look at this animation though. The entire thing just comes off at the same time. Wow. Also, King Kong's now in chains. Finally, this ride that I said we'd see clearly at the start. This looks to be a rocket that shoots upwards and then it just like comes back down again. Looks pretty cool. Be interested to see how that ride goes. Look at the fence. It looks horrible. Christ. But look at the monorail this side. It veers off to the right again. So it looks like all the other theme parks are to the right. Either that or it just swerves around in a weird way. Finally, at the end, we can see a Peep that looks horrible. Holy God. That is terrible. Okay, so that's the trailer analysis done. Now we're going to cut to my review of this trailer. So, first of all, my initial impressions of the game is the gameplay looks good. They've pushed back the release date from early 2015 to mid 2015. Probably because they need more time to work on the game, quite obviously. There's quite a number of things that are missing that need to be there. Like those joining paths. The paths don't join to anything. The shops are like out in the middle of nowhere. There's probably some things that still need to happen. The coasters look pretty, well, they don't look pretty good to look at, but in terms of actual coaster design, I think this new system looks really cool. I think we'll be able to create some really cool roller coasters with them. But fundamentally, the graphics, well, maybe not fundamentally, but the graphics and the actual visual lighting and all that effects look like a complete pile of dog crap. Which is surprising considering the game has high run specifications. I mean, for the minimum, you need an i5 processor and 4 GB of RAM. Yeah, these don't add up. I'm sorry, but these graphics and these specifications just don't add up. This is backing a theory that I've been clinging on to, that they turn the settings down to minimum. Because look here, the terrain goes through the path. I mean, that sort of thing happened on SimCity when your settings and geometry are at the lowest. So I'm thinking, is this them turning the settings all the way down? But at the same time, why would they do that? Is it because the game's not been properly optimized yet? That could be. I mean, the game is still an alpha, so maybe the game isn't properly optimized for, you know, running yet. But then again, why would they show a gameplay trailer when it looks like that anyway? I mean, a lot of people complaining about the actual Peeps themselves looking like PS2 characters. I can see where you're coming from. They don't look much different from RCT3. But there's been a lot of negative criticisms about this trailer. You can tell this when the number of dislikes has severely outweighed the number of likes by a whole load. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous how high and how silly this is getting. To give credit where credit is due, it doesn't look... The gameplay doesn't look terrible. What I'm worried about is that they're kind of just taking RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, taking bits of it, and just plonking it into one game, patching multiplayer into it. I mean, half the features that are in RCT3 doesn't even look like they're here. To be honest, RCT3 probably looks a little bit better than this game at the moment. But, as I say, they've pushed this game back, so I'm not going to declare this game terrible until, like, really close to its launch date and we see a trailer then. Because they've not announced pre-orders or an official date yet, so it means they could still potentially carry on production for like another year or so, in which case, who am I to say that's a problem? I mean, a game that keeps getting pushed back will eventually be a good game, and a bad release game is bad forever. I read that somewhere. And that is true. If we give this game time, I think it will come into something better. Suspiciously, the devs have been silent from the forums. I have been checking them. I've also been checking all your guys' angry comments and discussions on Steam. I've had one or two commenters on my last video about it as well. Yeah, it wasn't ideal for a gameplay trailer. It's not... The screenshots were enough, in my opinion. I don't think they need to create a trailer this early with a game that much in development. So I think they may have just shot themselves in the foot a little bit. But hopefully they'll turn things around. We'll be really happy when the game gets launched, and it will be the RollerCoaster Tycoon that we've been wanting for the past 11 or 12-ish years. And yeah, so that is my review and my trailer analysis of this game. Yeah, if I had to rate this trailer, I would rate it about 4 out of 10. It clearly communicates some things, like what's back in the game. It gives us an idea of what they're bringing back, what the rides are going to look like, but let's face the facts, it looks terrible. I mean, even the way it's presented, I like the live action bits, but apart from that, the way it's presented is just awful. So, that's my review. Thanks for watching, guys. Next time, as soon as we see another trailer or any major news concerning the game, I will make another video, update video on it. I'm planning to make a video for GTA 5 on PC. I'm going to do some I may do a trailer analysis or something similar. And yeah, I'm just going to do a video with GTA 5. Also, I'm going to be uploading some Simpsons Hit and Run, hilarious stuff. I just recorded it, it's brilliant. So check that out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.